Very good morning, congregations. Greetings to all in the precious name of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Before I jump into the discussion, please allow me to bow my head for a word of prayer. Almighty, gracious Heavenly Father, please forgive our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Dear congregation, you know what's been happening during these days and what has happened last week, this Sunday. Mr. Augustine Dayakar posted an audio recording. Well, before I jump into the detailed discussion, let me introduce myself very quickly. As you all know, this is once again Kiran Seshadry, an MBA graduate and working as an AVP in one of the US multinational company, VP US Federal Capture, and also I do consulting for a couple of other companies on an hourly basis. And I'm an ITL Green Belt certified professional. Well, very quickly, our association with the Garrison Wesley Church, we are the members of the church for almost more than 50 plus years. Having said this, even my grandparents hail from this church. My grandmother, my grandfather, both from my mother's side as well as from my father's side. And even my uncle, Mr. C.H. Manikera, who also served as a treasurer in a pastorate. So let me very quickly jump into the main details, the discussion, what I have with Mr. Augustine Dayakar and the audio video that audio recordings that he posted on Sunday. I'm not sure why Mr. Augustine Dayakar is behind me and my team. Behind me and all my committee members, who always trying to plot wrong allegations on me as well as on my committee members. So what he did was, Mr. Augustine Dayakar, on one of his weekdays, he remitted his amount through an online, stating that this is his tithe amount. And what he did, after that, on one fine Sunday, he sends this empty cover to the altar, and which goes in the hands of our Presbyterian church. And he reads this cover, the details of this cover, on behalf of Mr. Augustine Dayakar. And later, what has happened in the following week, he comes very quickly to our pastor office and trying to question pastor stewards and a couple of other committee members who were present during the time, saying that this amount is not accounted. Slight amount is not accounted. And the kind of words that he used in Telugu, na amount dengesaru kottesaru. This is what he used there. And of course, all the other committee members, along with a couple of others, both the stewards were present during the time. And with humble request, I was requesting Mr. Augustine Dayakar, Mr. Dayakar, there's a process, at least, once you remit your payment through an online, either you give your details, you take a screenshot out of it, and immediately give those details to both the stewards, either to Mr. Kiran Seshadry, either to Mr. Sanjay Seshadry, or to Mr. Ira Sunil. So he didn't do that. Instead of just taking a screenshot, it hardly takes fraction of seconds. He didn't do that out of his ego, because he already pre-planned this, and trying to attack and trying to plot absolutely wrong allegation which nobody is involved anything out of this. When I was trying to explain this, Arey Kiran Seshadry, Pichoda, Gammunundura, Niku Emi Telvadu be. Then almost all, I kept my cool. Mr. Dayak, please control your words. I kept my cool and was trying to explain, but he never bothered that and went out from that place very ferociously. Now here is the take. He didn't give any details. He never shared any details. Of course, he has written here. He has written here on the piece of cover. But how do you validate this? Until and unless a member comes and gives his authenticity that the payment has been done through an online, and this is a screenshot I'm just trying to put forth. He never did that. On the top of it, he was arguing. It's nothing but a pre-planned attack. He was trying to attack. God is there. He was seeing all these things from above. But during the time, I never ever slipped my tongue. I kept my cool and I was trying to explain him about the process. Inside the church premises it has happened. And he went out from my pastor's office very ferociously. And I don't know what his intention was here. And dear congregation, I want to tell you one more thing. I mean, it really got choked. Mr. Augustine Dacker, along with his fellow mates, Mr. Sudesh and along with fellow mates, goes to the Laobuza police station and registered a complaint against the current committee on the administrative affairs. And they have included my name, and somebody from their team, Mr. Augustine Dacker's team, has signed the complaint as Kiran Seshadry. Now I am just telling you very, very openly how one person signs a legal document on behalf of the other person who is not even aware of what was happening. And how dare again they post this complaint, or they share this complaint through a WhatsApp to me. And when I looked at this complaint, I was really, really very shocked, and I was very much annoyed. Why people stoop to this level? He was just trying to, blackmail me. Anna, నువ్వు ఇప్పుడు సైన్ చేయకుంటే నీ మీద కూడా మేము కంప్లైంట్ ఇచ్చేస్తాం అన్నా. I told him very precisely, you give the complaint. I was sitting in front of the constable. You give the complaint against me, or whoever you wanted to give the complaint, you better give it. Okay, the rest of the legalities, I'm in a position to take care and address all the legalities, what we are trying to put forth. And in fact, one of our congregation member who is currently working in one of the renowned medias, he is working as a media manager. His name is Jairaj, and he was I have been accompanied with him, and I took his help and I really bailed out of this problem very, very, very quickly. Jairaj, I think you are watching this video. Once again, thanks for your help on this. And he's the witness of this act. And people are trying to attack me various means, by all the various unforced evil circumstances. But I haven't taken any recording out of that, nor I have shared that WhatsApp complaint statement in the group, because I don't want to stoop to this level. I don't want to disturb the congregation. And this was an offline discussion what we had. I kept it as an offline discussion and I never brought to the notice of the congregation, because I don't want to disturb anything out of the way with regards to the services or with regards to the administrative standpoint of our Garrison University Church. And this has been happening very regularly. And people, and this particular incident, I told him, Dayakar, why did you post me addressing as a coward? On what authority he has to portray me as a coward? I'm asking a question to the congregation. Why he should portray me as a coward? I'm not a coward. If I was a coward, I wouldn't have argued with him offline. He's coming personally and attacking me personally on my personal grounds, on my personal space. How a person can do this? And I told him, boss, why did you do this? ఎందుకు చేసినవి నీకేం అధికారంగా చేసినావు నువ్వు? అరే పిచ్చోడా, నీకు తెలియదురా, ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నావు? Then again he used another da. I was unable to pick his slang. Then again he said, Ganduga, Normira. I lost my control there. It really hurted my ego. Forget about the ego. It really hurted me. Why this person is attacking me personally? And this discussion never happened in the church premises nor inside the church. It happened only offline discussion. Yes, I outbursted my anger there. The reason why is that the discussion was very heated and it really went beyond my control. The demonic spirit, the demonic evil forces of Mr. Augustine Dayakar, through his words, compelled me to talk and present myself in this on that manner. And why? I told it so many times, any congregation member who's got any kind of an ambiguity with regards to the administration, he has got every right to question. And if there's a process, please come to the process. Not just by putting whatever you like to put, you put it in the group media and you try to attack the people individually. It's nothing but just trying to destabilize one's mental stability and other things. Now you tell me how a person will keep quiet, a gentle person. I'm a gentleman, of course. How a gentle person will keep quiet when he lost his control because of the other person who is trying to provoke him to the core, lost his gentleness, and which led to the mentalness. Out of that, yes, I spoke. I'm sorry about it. But that's not even the other way the person should address. And it is nothing. It's a purely an offline discussion. And I'm asking over the phone, and I'm asking the congregation, did I ever behave in any kind of an abusive manner in the church premises with the congregation, nor inside the church, nor I behaved in any kind of an abusive or very offensive towards the presbyters who were serving our pastorate? No. If anyone points out me that I did so and so thing inside the church premises, please, you can catch hold of my collar. I'm ready. You can catch hold of my collar. I'm ready for that. But don't put any kind of false allegations and attacking a person individually by using those abusive language. Of course, I am not very good at my English. Of course, if those words are translated into Telugu, it speaks a different meaning. Why I am saying is that because previously many people, and one of Mr. D. Sudesh has commented me saying that I am a roadside Romeo in his group, and pastorate treasurer, mic testing pastorate secretary. How humiliating is that? I am not a roadside Romeo. How dare he comments that? And Mr. Dayakar gives his thumbs up there in the group. Humiliating me. And everyone who was there in the group there. I mean, a couple of other congregation members were also the group members of his Save Garrison or whatever the group that people are like, individual groups they are into. I was least bothered because I know what is my credibility, and I'm blessed with my family. God has blessed immensely with on me and my family. I'm not a roadside Romeo. And if I try to translate in Telugu, it becomes a different word altogether. Posh. Poshly, you put something in English, people don't understand. And I talk in a very local slang, local language, that too, an offline discussion, of course. And it created a different opinion. It created a different opinion. And moreover, as a matter of fact, many people, even Mr. D. Sudesh, Mr. Agustin Dayakar, went to the lady presbyter who was serving our pastorate. I don't want to name her name. Talked to her very abusively. Talked to her very abusively, and she was into tears. Nobody recorded anything and nobody posted anything out of that. Why? And the same group addresses one of our presbytery in charge as a bastard and a mental Krishna. And everybody is aware of the fact, and everybody has seen those messages. Why not people have reacted to that? A presbyter has been abused. Nobody reacted. Nobody reacted towards it. Nobody reacted towards it. And moreover, our current presbyter, Mr. S. Sushil Kumar, who was being posted to serve our pastorate, everyone started commenting on him. Abusive comments. Everyone. How dare you comment on the presbyter in charge? Presbyters, the ordained presbyters. You use all your foul language, you use all your best of the best English vocabulary to attack them personally. Is that the way to do? Is that the way to do? And similarly, it has happened with me also. During the time, I told Mr. Agustin Dayakar, boss, why are you attacking me very personally? Why are you attacking me personally? And you know what has happened? He shouldn't have done that. Once again, his evil demonic forces had led me to talk in that manner. I wouldn't have. Every time, there is one or the other person who is behind my back, taking some camera shots or taking a video recording or the audio recording. I'll tell you the open fact. When I was given a chance by our Sunday school superintendent to present the word of God on one of those VBS ongoing days, I presented my message and I completed my message and came out of it. And the young boy, I will not say the young boy, a young man who is the son of one of our congregation members, he was talking over the phone. I don't know to whom he was talking. Anna, ఈ టాలెంట్ కూడా ఉందన్న వీనికి ఈ టాలెంట్ కూడా ఉంది, వీడి ఇట్లనే చూసుకొని పోతున్నాడు, వీడిని స్టాప్ చేయాలన్నా. This is what he uttered on behalf of me. When I was just passing by, he was just shocked to see me at that point of time. But I never picked this pick, and this is what this guy has addressed me. I never put that in a group. So many things happen. Yes, I'm an ordinary human being. If you look at the Holy Bible, so many prophets have fallen for that prey. Have fallen. Why? Why a person should come individually and attack? It is nothing even connected to the elections, and people are misleading. It is connected to the elections. Nothing. Whatever it is, whatever the decisions what we have taken on behalf of the pastorate, everything has been written. We have got absolutely our minutes discussed properly. And we are having all those minutes pertaining to the administration. It is not an individual decision which has been taken, where previously you used to have those individual decisions being taken at that point of time. It's a democracy. But people are trying to misuse the democracy, trying to peep into the individual person, trying to mock him. Is that the way? Is that spirituality? And people talk about addressing the congregation. How one person, when a service is going on, and he takes his videos, he takes his everything and shoots the recording, and he again the next day he posts some crap. Is the way? Is the way? Nobody questions anything out of that. And during that offline discussion, even I told, you are recording, Mr. Dayakar, I am not worried. నేనేం భయపడను, నువ్వు రికార్డింగ్ చేస్తున్నావు నాకు తెలుసు. I've got a beep on my mobile. I told, if I would have been at my fault, I wouldn't have said that you are recording, you do whatever you wanted to do, you do it. How come you peep, attack individually as you have been doing so many times? You have to change. You have to change your thoughts. You have to change. People, I am telling, people who have got negative illusions, negative thoughts, those people needs to change for the betterment of the church. Why people are always attacked individually? That is very bad. With regards to the administration, please come. Please write a letter or please discuss with the Presbyterian Church and the office bearers what is that ambiguity that what we are having. We'll clarify that. We'll sit and we'll clarify it. But not like putting some crap, wrong allegations in the group. And this has been happening multiple times, in spite of a couple of presbyters announcing from the pulpit that this is happening, please stop, and nobody stopped. Nobody cared. So that is one of those reasons why I have lost my sustainability there in an offline discussion. I have lost my gentleness. Once I've lost my gentleness, I really fall that the other side of the mentalness. That is what it has happened. And moreover, this is the same group I am telling you, this is the same group whom they addressed the Presbyterian Church. They spoke so abusively, and nobody commented anything on that. Why? I'm just asking a question. Nobody commented anything on that. And a couple of times, even I questioned with one of my fellow committee member at that point of time, boss, this is not the right way. You are going and talking to a female, addressing a female presbyter, and she is into the tears. That's the wrong thing what you are doing. No, please. What Naimanam? I know everything, what has happened and what's happening now. And quickly, dear congregation, not all the development activities that have taken place, it was purely, we have got all those minutes and decided as a committee. It was not an individual decision again. We are proud to say that we are supplying the mineral water bottles to the congregation. That's bare minimum facility that needs to be given. We are proud to say that we have developed the parking, ample parking space to our congregation members to park their vehicles. And we are proud to say that we have renovated the washrooms. Of course, this is not something that we did it, but it's a bare minimum facilities. And we are trying to renovate our prayer hall also very shortly. We have come up with a Burgess convention hall, a huge convention hall, and some small play activities for the Sunday school children adjacent to the Sunday school. Where were you at the time then? So they basically haven't digested when our team is heading towards success. I'm not boosting that we have done a great job here, but whatever the best, we did it in spite of having the COVID restrictions, whatever the restrictions being imposed. It's a really hard time. And me as a secretary, it's really very hard for me to balance the situations. Because this is a voluntary job what we are doing here. A willingness from our end. And we are contributing out of our way. We are spending our time to do all these things. Personally, we are spending this time. And nothing like, we are not demanding anything out of that. It's a thankless job what we are doing. And despite of that, you comment something personally, you enter into personal life and trying to target them personally, how it is, how far it is justifiable. How far it is justifiable. And this gang, Mr. Dakar's gang, has been doing relentlessly for over a period of time. And everybody has witnessed that. I don't know why. If you have anything, you do the constructive criticism. We'll definitely take that into action. Put it in writing. And please, give that in writing. Definitely the pastor committee is there. We'll sit along with the Presbyterian Church. Then we'll take care of this. If it is not, if an issue is not, we are unable to solve this issue, but definitely it goes to the diocese level where they put an inquiry commission to resolve this or to ratify this issue, definitely it will. If I dig all the things what the previous committee did, I'm not there to have those things, nor comment on those things. Everybody knows what has happened previously. And everybody knows what's happening now also. It is just trying to target the individual gesture of a person and trying to make him demoralize and destabilize. And that's what congregation, I thought, let me come out very openly and tell you the truth about this. And it is up to you how you judge